All right, hello there. Welcome to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we're going to go back into our NBA weekly discussion videos. I believe this is number 6. I gotta say, looking at my past videos, I definitely want to make it more or less, how do I say, scripted, in the sense of I have to talk about every team. I kind of want to just, you ever just go into a barbershop? Not that I ever have, but it's kind of like LeBron's concept where you just go into a barbershop and you talk sports. I think that's happened to me once or twice where I just talk about sports while getting a haircut. It's been a long time since I've gotten a haircut, by the way. So I just kind of want to free flow and talk about the state of the NBA, talking about decisions that are being made from certain teams and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And so even just looking at the standings and just how everything's playing out, one thing I actually want to get into, especially from yesterday's game, is the Mavericks and the Warriors. So Warriors are 11-11, Mavericks are 10-10. If you guys watched the game, that pretty much sums up both teams. I mean, the Warriors game not so much because it was an anomaly where their bench was actually playing pretty good. But my point is, Luka Doncic is quite literally carrying the Mavericks into any sort of winning position. He had a triple-double. Let's actually just pull up his stats. It's pretty crazy what he's having to do for this team for them to even win by 3. Just looking at this, 41 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists. Did get help from Tim Hardaway having actually a really clutch game. Tim Hardaway played phenomenal. I see a lot of people talking about how Luka played and like, oh, Luka's doing everything. And don't get me wrong, Luka is doing everything. But Tim Hardaway played amazing yesterday, just hitting all the timely shots. He even hit the shot to go up 3 against them to it was 110 to 111. Tim Hardaway hits 3. It's 113-111. Absolutely big time 3. And you really just, for me, it's a little frustrating that people don't talk about the play of players like him, to where obviously he hasn't had a phenomenal season, but he showed up when he needed to. Spencer Dinwiddie has been playing really well the majority of the season. I think the biggest disappointment has been Reggie Bullock. Absolutely just not the same player at all, not hitting any threes like he was last season. Really just kind of getting a run in out on the floor. Josh Green had some big time plays yesterday. Played phenomenal defense against Jordan Poole. That's not going to get talked about enough. But just looking at the Warriors, Klay Thompson played horrible, but if we actually just go to his game and look at the log, so he was 2 for 9, right? 1 for 6 and 3. Nothing was falling for Klay, and obviously that's not ideal for any Warriors fan. But if this was Klay early in the season, he would have definitely shot a lot more. At least that's what it feels like. Just he didn't force it as much. Will say he got a phenomenal look at the end of it. It just didn't fall. Now, do I think Klay's washed? I think he's semi-washed. He's nowhere near what he used to be, and he is extremely dependent on whether his three-point shot is going to fall or not. So that's like kind of like a lot more players in the league. Like, you're not that Klay Thompson's Duncan Robinson, but if Duncan Robinson's not hitting a 3, he's not having a good game. Let's be honest. Same with Reggie Bullock, to where him being able to extend the floor and hit those 3s, not hitting a 3, you're kind of just running out there. And Klay Thompson, his game is pivotal off of the 3 because he doesn't have the same off-ball movement as Steph Curry. And yes, defenses are playing like, okay, we don't want to give this guy too much, but he's just missing a whole lot more than he was in years past. Granted, he was playing well for a good 5 game stretch, but like I said, when he's off, it's just, he's off. Jordan Poole was off, mad inconsistent. Kuminga played big time. Anthony Lamb has been a solid pickup, getting in some nice minutes and just looking like a nice hustle player, a nice piece that the Warriors, it feels like they've been missing, because you look at this game and you look at Andrew Wiggins, 2 rebounds, unacceptable. Kevon Looney, 1 rebound for Andrew Wiggins. That is absolutely unacceptable. Curry had 5, Klay had 7, Jordan Poole 2. Jordan Poole doesn't rebound the ball a lot. Kuminga had some rebounds, but Lamb in 60 minutes, 11, 5, and 1. What more can you ask for? 16 minutes, 11, 5, and 1. 11 points, 5 boards, and 1 assist. Like, that's all you can really ask for. So that was just a phenomenal game. Going into the end of that little last stretch where Curry had a chance to tie the game, but before Klay shot, of course, they called it travel. Was it a good call? Yes. In years past, will they ever make that call? No, they never call travels. But suddenly this year, they're calling a lot more travels, calling a lot more double dribbles. It's been pretty wild, and I kind of actually like it because a lot of the jokes that I used to make back in high school, and even still recently, being a basketball player, is you can play basketball and players will travel, and it's like, oh, but it doesn't matter because you can take 3 steps in the NBA. Like, if you're that good, you can take 3 steps, 4 steps in the NBA. And don't get me wrong, you still can get away with it, absolutely. It's just that they've picked up on it a lot more. And I've been watching so much basketball every single day. With DirecTV, you have the NBA mix, so I can literally watch all games at once that are playing that day of, unless they're a TNT, unless they're a national televised game, then I can play all of them at once. And yeah, it's just like insane how much more travels they're calling. And personally, I like it. It was a little lackluster the moment of, because it's like, because you never get those calls so late, it felt like just a huge damn it. Like, really, I really wanted to see what Curry would do while getting the shot off. Luckily, we still got to see, a last second shot prayer. Obviously, it didn't fall through. Dorian Finney-Smith missing his, he was 1 for 2 on free throws. And again, seeing that Klay Thompson shot was like, okay, I'm satisfied. Like, it was a close game to the very, very end. It was climatic, not anticlimactic, because if it would have just ended, if Dorian Finney-Smith would have made those 2 free throws, it would have felt a little anticlimactic because it just out of the game then and there, no final shot that was like, oh my god, what's happening? So yeah, I felt like the game was really great. And looking at the Warriors record on the road, it's still horrible. And I mean, look at that, 2-10. Mavericks are 9-3 at home, Warriors are 9-1 at home, so definitely gross. And you look at the Jazz, I know a lot of people were talking about them early in the season. I did say time and time again that the fall off would be there, and I was curious to see how much they'd fall off because I didn't know. But I did say time and time again, if you watch any of my past discussion videos, that they were not going to win at the pace they're winning at. They've lost 5 in a row. They're a 12-11 team. Laurie hasn't been playing the same in that 5-game stretch. The team in general just has been a lot more lackluster. So I'm curious to see how they'll bounce back from it, but you can say that a lot of it is because they're playing away. I mean, they got 14 away games, 9 home games. It's a pretty big difference. Obviously, they're gonna have a home game stretch coming soon, and then you look at the Suns on a 5-game winning streak as opposed to the Jazz's 5-game losing streak. Suns are always going to be a good regular season team with the roster they have constructed and with the head coach they have. The question that I've said again, that I've been repeating from the beginning of time in this channel, really just obviously these discussion videos, how will the Suns do in the playoffs? We know what they can do in the regular season. They've proven it time and time again. They're going to be a problem. They're going to be second, first seed kind of problem. But what will they do in the playoffs? When Chris Paul comes back, when Cameron Johnson comes back, they're only going to be better in the regular season. But what will they do in the playoffs? That's everyone's question. D-Book can put up 25 points a night, 26 points a night. I think he's averaging 27 right now. But my point is, he can do all that stuff. But what will he do in the playoffs? Because, I mean, they've got nothing to show for it in terms of rings. I mean, yes, they obviously pushed their limits in getting to the NBA Finals, lost to the Bucks, unfortunately. But then following year just got destroyed by the Mavs. So it's like 2 big years of where you're a contender. 1 year, okay, you at least got to the finals. The other year, you just got embarrassed. So, and that's because they were up 3-2. So it was just rough. Nuggets are going to be a good regular season team. They had a couple losses because their guys were out. Jokic, Jamal Murray. I think Michael Porter Jr. has been healthy. He might have missed some games. Pelicans, I want to see them higher on this list, 12-8 for their team. Granted, they've faced some odd injuries and where they have BI out or McCollum out or whatever, or BI with a concussion or someone with COVID. So it's like Pelicans, fully healthy roster. They definitely should be a top 5 seed by the end of the season. Clippers actually just pulled off a massive comeback against the Blazers, and I gotta say, Blazers, I said it 2 weeks ago, I believe, that I was not sold on them as a first seed, and you know what? I still think Anthony Simons playing with the way he's playing, if Damian Lillard can just be healthy and be playing, and Jeremy Grant playing the way he's playing, they can definitely finish the season a top 6 seed. Right now they're at 7. They're 7-5 away. Wow. So their home record isn't ideal, 4-5, but you're winning away. 3 of the last 7 have been L's, but like I said, when Dame comes back, hopefully you guys can just maintain more of like a 6 seed kind of region. Kings have fallen off and into this losing streak again. Oddly enough, I actually do want to talk about this. So, what was it? Against the Celtics. I was a little dumbfounded because De'Aaron Fox... No, it wasn't against the Celtics, was it? No, it was not. It was against the Suns. Okay, so what was going on with this? Why was De'Aaron Fox checking out so much? He only logged in 29 minutes. Sabonis 37. Monk logged in more minutes than him. Why was De'Aaron Fox? 11, 5, and 5, not ideal, but 29 minutes? I was just like, why is he checking out so much? And then it was just weird. I mean, yes, the Suns were containing him very well, and the Kings, were doing their best to stay in it, but 29 minutes? That's odd. For someone De'Aaron Fox's caliber, I don't know. It was weirding me out. I didn't really understand it. Of course, they're playing the Pacers today. By the way, this video will drop on Thursday, so these games will be done. These records will be updated for you guys. For me, I'm recording this on Wednesday, so I can't really say. I guess I could just give my predictions of what I think will happen, and y'all gonna know how I did when you see this video real quick. Okay, hold up. Let's see these games real quick. Okay, so Hawks Magic. I would assume the Hawks would win. They're playing away though. My confidence isn't too high, but coming off of L, the Hawks should win. I'd give that to the Hawks. 76ers and Cavs. Cavs at home. Is Jared Allen back is the question, because Jared Allen's too important as a defensive anchor. Let's see. Where are you at? Okay, we're back. Sorry, that took... Oh, you guys didn't even... It was like a flash for you guys, but that actually took me a while to get that information. That's ridiculous. I couldn't find the injury report. Jared Allen's out. Kevin Love's out. I would probably say Sixers are going to win. Jared Allen's just way too important for that team. The only way the Cavs can pull it out is if Donovan or Darius have themselves a game. And I'm not talking about 25 and like 5-5 for Donnie. I'm talking about like 35 plus for Donovan Mitchell, or 30-9 or 30-10 for Darius Garland. Some absurd number. That's the only way they're going to win, because if they both have good games, I don't see them beating Philly again. Without Jared Allen, Embiid's going to feast today. So I would probably give it to the Sixers. Again, you guys will know this, but you're going to see this and be like, he's either hella dumb or he's either hella smart. No in between. Heat and Celtics, I would probably give it to the Celtics. Playing at home, probably too good. I think the Heat will make it a much closer match than a lot more people think. The spread on this game's like 11 or something like that. I think the Heat definitely should cover. Wizards and Nets, bro. Anytime you expect the Nets to win, they don't win. It's just this is gonna be an interesting game, seriously, because both of these teams are mad inconsistent. We actually just look at the standings for the Wizards and Nets: 11-11, 11-10. I mean, just not ideal for fandoms of both teams, really. Just so inconsistent. Obviously, the Nets need to be better because of the players they do have. Ben Simmons is still out though. My guess is the Nets do win, but that could go either way. Knicks and Bucks. Okay, hear me out on this one. Again, I know that the games are already decided, but hear me out. So every week I make a video. The Knicks are even, right? So right now they're 10-11. I am gonna be that guy. Okay, they're 4-5 at home games. They're 6-6 at away games. I'm gonna say Knicks win, and here's my reasoning. They are the most mid team ever. They will remain even at every number that you can get. So Knicks are gonna go 11-11. They're gonna beat the Bucks. They're gonna go 5-5 at home. They're gonna stay 6-6 at away. All is balanced in the world. This has to be the outcome, right? I mean, think about it. Every video I do, they're even Steven. It's gotta continue. They're gonna go 11-11. I gotta beat the Bucks. Again, either really dumb or really smart. No in between. Spurs and Thunder. I like to say Thunder would win, but sorry about that. I like to say Thunder will win, but it seems like that there's just you never really know. I would give the edge to the Thunder though. Timberwolves and Grizzlies. Timberwolves at home. I would say Timberwolves. Typically, I know a lot of people would be like, "Oh, the Grizzlies got to win." If you actually just look at the Grizzlies, can we pull up the Grizzlies, please? So the Grizzlies are phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal at home. 7-2. Away is when they get a lot more edgy. If we actually look at the Timberwolves, they're edgy regardless. But the thing is, they're on a 3-game losing streak. I definitely think this is where they break that spell and go even at home to a team that isn't as nearly as good when they're away. So I got Timberwolves today. Raptors and Pels. Pels should win. But this is a big slate of games today, man. Jeez, I'm gonna be like watching and being like, damn, I wonder if I got my predictions right. Raptors and Pels. I'd say Pels. Bulls and Suns. Suns at home. Ain't no way Suns losing to the Bulls if they're playing at home. Ain't no way. Nuggets and Rockets. Watch the Rockets make this game a little closer in the first half and then just get blown out in the second half. That's my prediction. Clippers and Jazz. I'm gonna say Jazz at home. Clippers on a back-to-back. But John Wall's probably playing today because he got rested. I'm gonna say Jazz in a 10-point win. Again, really dumb or really smart. No in between. Kings and Pacers. We're gonna say Kings gotta break their spell, right? They gotta break their spell. They're playing at home. De'Aaron Fox is gonna get more than 29 minutes, right? I'm gonna say Kings. I don't feel confident in that one. And Lake Show, the most depressing L of all time we just took against the Pacers. Like honestly, I was pissed off and salty as hell. We could have been 8-11. Instead, we're 7-12, bro. Like, I just can't even. I was so upset. My girlfriend was just looking at me like, bruh, like, chill out. Like, it's all good. There's gonna be another game. And I'm just like, oh my God, but you don't understand. Like, we need every game we can get. We were up 17 with 9 minutes to go, and our players fumble the bag. Get the ball to Anthony Davis. What are we doing? Get him the ball. Why are we doing all this unnecessary crap? Like, just, he's been playing good. Do our thing. LeBron didn't look right at all. It's just being a Laker fan is so hard. So hard. So very difficult. I can't with the Lakers, bro. I can't. They got me losing. They got me losing it. Just looking at some NBA news, I mean, Paolo obviously is just so good. Rookie. He's gonna be rookie of the year. He's playing at a level that I'm surprised. I didn't think he'd jump out the gate playing this strong. Let's actually just look at his most recent stats. Can we go to Paolo, please? Oh, I'm on Western. Look at my man's stats, bro. Let's pull this up. Players, Paolo. Dude, 24 points against the Nets, 4-5, 18, 1-1. Okay, that's not a good game because you got to do way more on the boards. 19, 4-3, not bad. But he's averaging 22.9 points, basically 23 points, 46% field goal percentage. Not so hot on the three, but 7.1 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Not so hot on the defensive stats, but I mean, bro, he's a rookie averaging 23 right now. That is absolutely wild. So Paolo just doing his thing, playing phenomenal. Steph's also playing out of his mind. Obviously, Luka. Let's see. Anything else I could be missing? Okay, so let's actually just look at the stats to finish off the video. Luka's still leading the league in points. Shocker. Steph at 2, Shai at 3, Giannis at 4, JT at 5. All playing really well. I'd say the biggest surprise here is Shai, because he's just absolutely elevated his game, and it's like he was really good last year. Don't get it twisted. He was really good. But this year, this guy is all-star bound, and it's not even funny. Like easily all-star bound. Rebounds per game, Anthony Davis hopped up on this list. I don't know if he's gonna be able to maintain that kind of level because he does get hurt obviously quite often, and he plays through injuries. So if he can stay where he's at right now and just look solid, I expect him to be around 12 rebounds per game still. But honestly, I'm curious as if he can maintain that one spot. Rudy Gobert 2, Clint Capella 3. Zubac just had 29 freaking boards, and Lakers give him away for freaking Fruity Pebbles. Like, really, dude? Like, really, dude? We handed this guy out for a bag of gummy bears. Like, no disrespect to Mike Muscala, bro, but, bruh, like, come on, man. Magic was smoking on some good stuff then. That is insane. Giannis had 11.4 rebounds. Tyrese Halliburton has been diming it up on assists. He actually had the game-winning assist against that game against the Lakers. He might have traveled. I don't remember exactly, but made a nice play, cut inside, look to the outside, find the open man. LeBron gave up too much space because he was drawn in on Tyrese. Ended up running back out, hands up, but it was too late. The guy made the shot. So great pass from Tyrese. Obviously a better shot from, I don't even remember the player's name. I'm not even gonna front with y'all. I was just like, damn, bro, I'm just so sad right now. Trae Young 9.4, Jokic at 8.8, Doncic and Darius at 8.1 and 8.6. Solid numbers from everyone, but Tyrese has absolutely been a man on a mission, diming everyone up. None of this is surprising. All these guys just dunk the ball and lay it in. Actually, Jokic is a little more surprising, but I don't even know if he's been shooting a lot of threes this year. What's he at for his 3-point percentage? 1 for 2, 0 for 1, 1 for 3, 29%. Obviously not shooting a lot of threes, so no surprise there. Then why his field goal percentage is so up. 3-pointers made. Steph Curry has been playing out of his mind. Still hasn't had a game below three-pointers yet. I'm wondering how long he can keep this up for. Anthony Simons just had 9 threes against the Clippers. Absolute monster. Malik Beasley, Buddy Hield, and Donnie Boy. Actually, Donnie Boy and Buddy Hield are tied at 71. We haven't seen Yuta play in a minute. Josh Green had a nice game yesterday against the Warriors. Contavious, Sam Hauser, really, wow, that's actually surprising. And Damian Lee doing his thing. And then, of course, blocks per game. You know, Splash Mountain, Brook Lopez, Miles Turner, 2.6. Anthony Davis, AD. Nick Claxton and Bobo. Bobo's actually been impressing me a little bit more lately, I'm not going to lie. Being able to pull up, hit some threes. You know, it doesn't play too physical, but I'm not going to lie. He's dribbling a lot better for a big man and pulling up shots, and I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, this is kind of wild. I'm liking Bobo as he plays more and more games, getting a little more comfortable. Because the first couple of games looked terrible. But not going to lie. I like the way he's playing right now. And then here are your steals per game. Savages. No surprise to see DeJounte. OG with that long wingspan. DeAnthony Melton's a surprise at 2.1. I'm not gonna cap, guys. Luka hands out. Dennis Smith Jr. and Tyrese at 1.8. So yeah, it's been a hell of a season so far. So much to cover, so much to talk about. But this is this week's video. How did I do my predictions? Y'all gonna know by the time this video hits. So how did I do? Hopefully I didn't do too bad. Sorry, I'm just making sure this video is recording because last week, I had a blunder. Anyway, appreciate y'all for watching. As always, this is Ollie Been Different on We Been Different, and we out.